What is up, 7 Days to Die fans? It's your boy John here. It's back with another episode of whatever this is. Another little tutorial, guide, commentary type thing, majigger, whatever. I don't know. Just a little freestyle video. I got a question from a commenter. Hold on, let me get to him quick. I want to just, it's right here, just real quick. Sorry, bear with me real quick. I know it's early, but I got a comment from a guy, and he said, could you make a video about the best armors, weapons, etc. in late game? I have hordes where I have mostly green zombies, and it's hard to survive if get hit like 40 HP is gone, and it's hard to take them. I have a level 6 AK, but it is not enough. Okay. That is from AK Akusujin 9748. Sorry if I butchered that. Akusujin. Yeah, so that's kind of the point of this video. Okay. I do... Like I said, this is super rough. I know I've been getting a lot of dislikes. Not a lot of dislikes, but I think a lot of the dislikes is because I'm not a polished content creator. I just kind of have been freestyling these videos, but I don't care. I'm more of a, what is it, information guy. I don't really care about the editing or effects or anything like that. Like, I'm not that type of guy. I just kind of want to answer your questions and help, like, new players out. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm about. So anyway, wait. There's nothing wrong with making good content or, like, high-quality content like Guns, Nerds, Steel. Super cinematic, really good. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. He asked me that question, so I thought about it most of today. I had other stuff to do, whatever, because like I said, okay. So before I get into it, I want to say to everybody that I thank you so much. I'm so upset a little bit because I have to go help my uncle tear down my grandma's barn. It's gonna take me about 3 weeks, and now that the channel's really pumping, I went from, like, I don't know, for me it feels like an overnight sensation. I went from like 50 views every 2 days to 3,000. It's like 3,100, and it's blowing my mind. I got like freaking 10 subs today, and I want to thank everybody so much. It's so crazy. I just feel so honored, okay, that I can try to help you guys out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm like the best player or anything like that. I just, like, you know, I'm here because I played 7 days quite a bit, and I'm just trying, you know, 1.0 came out, and I'm just trying to help people out. But anyway, the question is, oh yeah, what I'm saying, sorry, quickly, I have to do that, and it's gonna take me 3 weeks, and I've been trying to make a goal to post daily, and now that the channel's blowing up, I hope I don't know. Thank you everybody for coming around. I'm gonna try my hardest to maybe get like one video out a week or something like that, but I don't know. I just hope you guys will still be here when I get back, because I really am excited. I love this community. This community is really nice, really cool and helpful and stuff. And all the comments I've been getting on videos and stuff have been like boosting the value of the videos. That's how I feel, because like people are leaving their tips and their takes and on their starts and stuff, and it's really interesting stuff. And there's a lot of 1.0 I don't really know. Like I said in my beginner coaching series, I kind of like going into the new series is blind. So anyway, but this guy's question, I just hope you guys are here when I'm back. If not, whatever, I understand. There's going to be better content creators out there, whatever, doing whatever, and whatever. But I'm going to try to answer this guy's question. So he's asking, how do I survive late game fights? Essentially, how do I survive hordes? And it's kind of like I didn't want to play. I had to ask him. I'm like, what game stage are you talking about? He said about 250. So I can't really. I don't know if 250 is the right one. I went to day 112 with a level 66 level character, and I feel like I'm underwhelming with my setup here. I was just trying to hypothesize how far I could get in 112 hours, and I feel like it's a lot further than level 66, but that is what I set myself to. So then to answer your question, buddy, in the late game, I was trying to get some more context, because as I thought about it more, I realized I needed more context, like what's going on in your game stage. You want to talk about armor and weapons, though, for the late game. So I've said this in other videos, kind of. Coming to weapons, like how I play personally is like when I end the late game, you know, you kind of get like I don't know, somebody made a criticism that I open up the creative menu, but I mean, just for whatever. I don't think that matters. Just for you have an AK-47, you said. I don't know if it's a level 6 or anything like that. You know, mod it out. When you put mods on, it increases the base damage and stuff like that. It sounds like to me, if you're using AK, you're kind of doing a Fortitude build, whatever. But how I end the late game is, how I normally play, is I go into an agility build. Because I'm going for, I rush Parkour Master because I want to be able to do this. Okay? I want to be able to do this. I feel like this is super important. Plus, the other thing that I really value playing is, being able to reload at full speed. Just, I don't like my mobility being touched. because that's the way I play. I have this mentality that if you don't touch me once, I can't die. So then that being said, when it comes down to armor, yeah, I know there's all these armors and stuff that have different like perks and stuff. And my answer to that is whatever one gives you the best perks. But me personally, I think, because I still haven't looked at this. Like I said, I might have said this, but I'm going to repeat myself again because I'm forgetting what I'm saying. I'm trying to just like whatever. I'm kind of going into this blind. I really like going into the new alphas, the new releases blind a little bit, which I know is kind of counterintuitive in helping you guys because it would help out a lot more if I knew what was in the game and had some experience. But I mean, it's out so low, and I have 2 kids, and I got all this other stuff going on. Plus, I'm supposed to be starting up my new job soon and stuff like that. And I'm trying to still help out, but I'm under a lot of constraints. So this is my best year. So I completely understand if people dislike my videos and stuff like that because, like I said, I'm getting overwhelming support from people, but I feel like the dislike to like ratio is a little high. Like my one is like 30 likes, 8 dislikes. I don't know what I did, but I can understand some stuff when I look at this. Like low cut, I talk a lot, the music's whatever. You know, blah 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 blah. Everybody on YouTube's an expert. This is the problem with YouTube. You know, I've gotten kind of dumb comments. I got a little bit. Anyway, that's not here nor there though. I'm sorry. All that aside, what I would do in the late game, armor-wise, is I would not use any armor. Sorry, my character sheet that would affect my stamina per second and my mobility. I don't know if the college jacket is still in the game. Agility goggles, I think. Oh, do we have agility? +1 agility. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we have like stat boost, whatever. I don't know what mobility things we have anymore, but I would try to get items. Back in the old versions, there's this thing called College Jacket that would increase your movement speed by 10%. So then, okay, that kind of brings me to other things here. The other thing I would do is not reduce my mobility because I want to be like, you know, running around freaking. I want to go full speed ahead. I want to jump around. And as you can see, I'm talking here and I'm giving myself a little bit of time, but I'm on Horde 112 because I'm going to try fighting it for this video here. 7 minutes. So the fight will probably take me a little bit. So I should probably skip through the day a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to try to talk through. So you got an AK, but how I play is normally I'm going to this agility build here. So I'm all over the place. I should have took more notes, but again, I'm trying to get this done before because I still got to pack and shit. Sorry. So level 66, game stage 158. You said 250 or something like that. So I'm on day 112. I feel like most players, I feel like I would be able to get a lot further than 66, but I was just trying to like be on the low end. I want to give you like a bare minimum guideline to stuff to just kind of go for, and I'm kind of spitballing here what I would go for in terms of loot at this stage. So like I said, I started never finished, but I kind of go a full commit because I kind of go for parkour, so that makes me commit to 8 agility. And I kind of how I go into builds is I pick things I want from each tech tree. Or each perk tree, sorry, and then I go for them. So normally my playstyle is kill, looter, quester, killer. Looter, quester, killer. So I don't necessarily, if it was a solo playthrough, so if I'm playing on a team, my build is not this, but this is what I would go for. In my beginner series, you can kind of see this build unfolding. I hope I get back to that soon. That's a really fun series. But then I would spec into perception, literally for a rifle here. I don't think I'd go for 10 because the 10% damage and all that, the boosts, I don't think are worth, for my Brid build here, an extra 6 points until I start getting so many points that the only things available to me are bad perks. But then the other thing I'd wanted to get while I'm also buffing my Deadeye here, because the Deadeye gives us successive kills increased damage bonus by 20%, 30%, and 40%. And then we get Penetrator, which gives us armor ignore. It gives us penetration, which if you ever played MOBAs like Smite or whatever, penetration's really strong. And the point I'm imagining you're telling me about, all green zombies, you're going to have a lot of armored opponents. So this is a 20% damage increase. You can think about that when it comes to armored opponents, plus also the secondary effect. Armor-piercing rounds can penetrate 3 additional targets or a block up to 1,000 hit points when using hunting, lever, or sniper rifles. So again, that ties me into my weapon loadout here. If you look at my beginner playthrough, I rushed into bows, and I'm going to get myself a hunting knife. I'd probably stay with hunting knife, not upgrade to Machete because melee, I feel like at this game stage falls off a lot, so I would put a little bit of points in here. These 3 and then this 2 in the whirlwind here. This is to get me through the early and medium game while being able to conserve ammo. Plus going 3 archery, same thing. Gives me a ranged and a melee option for me to loot and kill POIs with. And then I would start saving up my ammo from loots or whatever, and I would try my best to get armor-piercing ammo, which is kind of difficult to get. I think you need a book for that, right? I'm not 100% sure. So, like I said, we're relying on looting to get this. So this may be like a dime a dozen, might not come in that much. Again, like I said, I mean, in other alphas, I've been able to loot 762, and if, you know, imagining day 112, that's 112 hours of looting. So I think this is perfectly reasonable to expect to be able to stock up a couple hundred. Personally, you know, to survive a horde of this nature, I feel like I would need a few more stacks. I feel like this would be good, and then couple that with normal ammo, which you would be getting a lot of this, because from like infestation loots, even from the early game stages, I was getting what, 50, 60 rounds of 7.62, and this, okay, I'll get to that point. But anyway, yep, so we have the wooden bow to get us to there, but then how I would transition into the late game with the wooden bow is I would try to go for explosive ammo. But I know that if you go to exploding arrows, it requires Ranger's Guide. Is that that's a exploding arrow? Yep. Ranger's Guide to Archery, Volume 2. So that is a specific book of these perk books. And some, you know, I don't know if anybody's played this, but when you play this game, sometimes it just happens you just cannot get that last book. And you know what I mean? If you want it, that means there's a good chance you probably won't be able to get it. So you'd have to be able to get this book here, which is kind of, you know, that's your variable thing. So you can't really rely on that. Sometimes, you know, I've gone 20, 30 hours without finding the last book in my the mining perks or the mining boost or whatever, something like that. So this is kind of variable, so that if I didn't have options to this, I would start farming contact grenades, Molotov cocktails, all of the throwables that like deal with huge mobs. So, you know, you can just pull the pin, give it a little throw, boom. Okay, you know what I mean? Very good for crowd control. You just stack it up or whatever. I know there's like stuff like you talked about green zombies, so then you would have to like try to hopefully find a rad remover. You'd have to like you know you'd want yourself an optic. So is it a red dot? Are you gonna play a red dot? Are you gonna play a scope? Just really, you know, it's whatever you find. I know these will come in quite often. So then, you know, you mod up your rifle, and if you put mods on, you get yourself extra damage, which allows you to play whatever. So, you know, whatever mods you can get your hands on, but I also think that, like, if you can get yourself access, this is something to strive for, is to try to get exploding arrows, because, like, so, you could just really, and then also, so this is a slow reload speed, right? Because I don't want to put points in. I brought this up in earlier episodes, or in my beginner's coaching series. There's a thing called switch shooting, which is simply like this, just, it's exactly how it sounds. You can fill up multiple actions bars on your You simply just fill up your bar. You know, you pre-do this and not in the middle of a recording, whatever, but it just came to me, so I'm sorry. And this is going to give you a very, very nice damage per second buff. So, you know, you go boom, switch there, kaboom. Etc. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have a lot of, like, you know, and this would be a very good thing to kind of invest into. This is going to help you a lot with crowd control. Okay, next thing. Sorry, my audio kind of got borked up there. So you said AK, that's not enough. Again, this is why I'm talking about sniper rifles. If you get the armor-piercing rounds, let me just show you real quick. I'm going to spawn, like, a bunch of these guys. If I crouch down. I'm hitting multiple targets per shot. You know what I mean? That penetration, really strong, really good for crowd control, right? So, I mean, like, so then armor, I want to keep my full mobility, so any armor I do pick is going to be pretty much light class. I just have primitive here. I don't know the armors off the top of my head, but I know that it's going to give me Not a lot of armor rating, so like if I do get hit, it is over for me probably, but then that is why you stock up on these first aid kits, painkillers, etc. And just have those on standby. Also, food stacks with it. If you eat a high-quality food, you can eat that with a bandage and it'll increase your whatever. But then, okay, let's go over build. Those are weapons and items. Okay, let's just do items then. So then I also want to save up Mega Crushes because, let me show you, I think in my first beginner coach series, my first Horde, you drink this thing, and then for the duration, you can no longer be killed, in my opinion. Like you are running 50 miles per hour. And you could just do whatever you want. Allowing you to rotate, get back on, or you can just do, you know, whatever you want. And just keep running around. Bang, 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 you know what I mean? You know, fight for whatever, do whatever you want. Mega Crush, strong as hell. And then, you know, there's steroids, and then coffee, too, to keep your stamina up, so you can just keep running around, keep aiming down the sights, keep doing whatever you want. So that being said, let's go into perks. So, now I'm level 67, but I just did 66 just so it's kind of a rough edge. Because if you got 250 game stage, buddy, I think you probably have a higher level than me, but I don't know. Maybe it's with a party, so it's not whatsoever. I'm just going to break down my priority here. My priority when I play is to rush Parkour Master and commit to that. Then I would get Running Gun, Archery, Deep Cuts, Whirlwind. And that is my main combat to get me into from early game, to progress from early game into medium game into late game to support my late game strategy. Fortitude. Fortitude, we'll just go into it. I'm going to go halfway down the line so I can get myself 3 pain tolerance, get myself an HP loss of 15%. The reason why I'm going only to durable is because all of these I'm pretty sure is 1 point. Maybe that's 2 points. These are all 1 point, and then that gives me a 15% damage reduction and a 60% chance not to get stunned. So I feel like that's pretty strong. And the next level up is 7 points. So then when we get to 7, it would require me 4 more points to buy. 5 points to buy for only more 5% damage reduction and a 20% less chance, which is not nothing. But if you're playing a brawler machine gunner build, max that out obviously. But I'm just doing that so I can get myself some cardio so I can run around faster. Maybe a few points into the fast metabolism. Ugh. But yeah, this is also good to go into, but it's not high priority for me because I don't really care about health regeneration like that because I'll just bandage up and just spend the consumables. But then the third priority here, well, the second priority, again, this is low priority if I'm playing with a team because I'm going to focus more on killing people, but this is high priority, maybe third priority. Probably second, because this is going to get me through the early and medium game. This is really going to help me get ahead, too. I want to go into intellects so I can get the support skills down here. I want to get the lockpicking because that person said to get it. So I have the Forge Ahead plus 15. Priest Monkey so I can go for Motorcycle Maniac and Advanced Engineering so that I can get decent stuff from there. That's kind of what I want. Maybe I wouldn't even put this many points in Advanced Engineering, but essentially I want to try to roll Forge Aheads. Where are they? Oh, wrong tree. Okay, I'm not very good with the menu still. Sorry, everybody. Workstations, I think, is Forge Ahead, right? Yeah, lockpicking boost up to crafting level 15. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but somebody told me that it like makes your whatever. It was good to get, so I decided to put 1 point in there because they know better than me. They were talking about knowing the book system a little bit. But yeah, so I want to get this. That's why I'm getting boost loot odds with Advanced Engineering, so I leveled up Advanced Engineering to 3 because I want to get that because we want craft stations online because, like I said, let's see, armor piercing. Do we need a book for that? Sniper Volume 6. That would be to craft it, but this is one of our goals. We would want to be able to produce this. Bullet tip, gunpowder, bullet casing, because like I said, you want the penetration on the bullets there. If you weren't able to get into that, then you'd have to rely on looting it, but you can save it up and then only use it if you absolutely had to, and then stay with your normal 7.6. Plus also, I mean, like having a sprayer like your AK-47 on the back line as well is going to be good, you know what I mean? So like AK-47 as one. So you know my switch shooting here, having multiples of AKs on your line would be good too, because then when you reload, you wouldn't have to stop the damage. It's just that I like the sniper rifle for the penetration. Okay, that's going to be your bread and butter for dealing with mobs. And then your second in line for dealing with mobs is going to be stuff like grenades. So you're going to try to spray, or take your sniper rifle, pop, because the successive damage is really going to stack up. That's what that armor the armor penetrator. When you penetrate with Deadeye, Sharpshooter, you're going to get that buff, 20, 30, 40%, and then you're going to have the penetration. And it's going to stack with every target you hit, so that if you get 40% or 20%, boom, 4 targets, 30%, boom, 4 targets at 40%. So that if you look at the damage of the rifle, it's 144 plus 40%. So it's like, what is that? It's 14 times 4, 28, 56 extra damage per bullet that's penetrating 4 targets at the same time. So it's like an extra 200 damage because of the pen. Yeah, I mean, like, it just adds up to a lot of damage really fast. Like for instance, the contact grenade. It would be very similar damage to a contact grenade, but a contact with a bullet, though. Because a contact grenade would be, you know, harder to come by than a whatever. So that, I think that covers my whole build here. This is how I'd build order to, like, fight a horde. So now let's go over the base real quickly. This structure, cement. Okay, that's part of advanced engineering too, I bet. Going down that road. Workstations, yeah. Workstations is Forge Ahead, I believe, right? So if you can't get access to this, like sometimes the trader, 112 days, you're going to have a lot of trader rerolls. So there's, you know, build this out of cobblestone, build this whatever. If it's not cement, make cobblestone structures because cobblestones are available to you day one. And then just make this bigger, better. Like, so this is a concept design. This is 160 blocks of cement, just as a concept, just to show you guys the type of way I would advance my play state, my game stage, my base. This is probably what it would not be this over 112 hours. It would be a lot more elaborate. But as you can see, what I'm saying here is like I would have staircases so that I could be here. I could shoot the zombies as they're coming up. Or be up here and shoot the zombies from the start as they're coming up. And then they would pile there, and then they would all push each other off and jump up, and it would allow me to shoot clusters of them at a time. Because, like, for instance, here, if I have a bunch of barrels, and they all start coming up the stairs, I have them nice and funneled, and I can chop them all up. And I have that downward advantage. As you can see, the running gun is coming into play here. Not being able to slow down, so I can reload and retreat and jump up the stairs. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's the general gist of the strategy of the base, 160, and then 2 other notable features. It doesn't have a roof cage or anything like that, but you have a lot of mobility around. Like I said, I would be putting up like rails on the sides here of like wood or cobblestone or whatever I had available. So then, as you can see, I have like stuff sticking out here, so I can jump here and then use that to jump up top, like this little structure here. This is a parkour type thing. This type of structure here is so that they can't just break my support beam, but it doesn't cost as much cement. So, like, for instance here, this is going to cost you quite a bit more cement to create this supporting structure. But with this right here, you get 2 functions. You get a defense of your structure, and then also you get a defense of your structure, plus that also you get jumping platforms. Okay, that's what I was saying. So you can jump here. It's not perfectly placed, but still, you know, jumping platform here, they can't really hit you. It gives you a minute to back off. You don't fly over here or jump here. And this is the one I was thinking of right here. So you jump here, and you can get back up to your little pathway here. And then this becomes like a nice pseudo base to like shoot around the pole. Another way to cover the more angles of this structure if they're attacking the support beam and stuff like that. But and allow you to move around. So then this also doubles as like your bird cage, because then you can come in here, tuck down, and the birds don't have 100% access to you. These are the types of shapes and variations I would be making to my base to make it a parkour paradise. Okay, so that's where the coffee and stuff comes in. You drink your coffee, so you get more of a stamina boost back over. You know, you got three minutes of extra 25% stamina reduction, which plays into the armor. Why I don't want a lot of heavy armor, because I don't want any of that stamina reduction. I want complete mobility. Up, down, around, running around in circles, whatever. You know, they get up all the way to the top, so you jump down, get them to reset, chase you off the top, come to the bottom, then you can jump back up the stairs, and then they got to restart their whole progress again, and you can just keep rotating and fighting and lobbing grenades and stuff like this. So you can throw a grenade too, plus you could also shoot them, I believe. If I could hit it. No? No, you can't do that in Darkness Falls. I guess you can then. That was how my cousins killed me one time during a horde, because I was throwing a grenade and they were shooting a machine gun and shot my grenade out of the sky as it was leaving my hand, causing me to kill myself. But yeah, this is the type of bases I would have. just a basic structure. And again, like maybe make the staircases bigger so that you have a longer kill lane. No kill lane here. Whatever. I changed the angles up and stuff like that just to make it more fun and more compact, whatever, but still give me the same basic, you know, you can wait up here because it's wrapping around and you can shoot them coming off the stairs here. You can shoot them here. You can shoot them here. If they destroy certain parts of your staircases, it's not like because it's sectioned off. Like if a demo zombie goes off here and destroys this part of the staircase, you still have these sections here to run up and down to, or whatever. If they cause this to collapse, you still have the other sections or whatever to run around and fight it out. So, okay. I think I ranted for a really long time. Let's just fight the Horde and see if this... Let's see if it'll back up my my mouth here. And like I said, I tried to choose gear. I feel like you'd be able to get... This is a little bit higher than what I feel like you'd be able to get unless you got it early and were able to get it. But I feel like with 112 hours of constant looting, especially if you're in a team, this should be easily accessible for a lot of people. Yeah, so this would be like kind of my... And this, you know, this could be any machine gun, but again, I'm going to be trying for rifles, so the lever action rifles, sniper rifle is usually my end game with explosives peppered in. And then, like I said, hunting knife isn't for the Horde. It's just my main... You need a melee weapon to conserve ammo while you're getting to this game stage. All right, so let's just speed up to the Horde now. 23... 30? Right, so I'm in the Horde. I messed up, though. Ah, whatever. Uh... 112, 22, or 21, 30. Alright, now the Horde's gonna start. Okay. So how that set time works here, if you want to do stuff like that, is to go set time, the day you want, and then it's the hour you want, and then and then the minutes you want. So that is how I messed up there. Ooh, hello. The Horde's not even starting yet. Oh, it is starting now. Okay, okay. This is where the bow would come in. You know what I mean? I can just rotate around. Oh, that tree falling out is kind of scary. Even fall down, hit myself with a first aid. And just move around, you know? The whole point of this game, too, like, for me, I've noticed that, like, I don't know, maybe somebody has seen me do it when I, like, cut trees, is you just never stop moving. I don't know if anybody's ever played Fortnite or anything like that. The rule of thumb is you just, like, never want to stop moving. So even if you're aiming down sight, And again, this is armor piercing, so this is going to be a significant advantage. Again, that parkour is going to come in clutch a lot. You know, you're going to be allowed to fall down and then just keep fighting. And then just have access to stuff that they're not going to have access to. It's going to really give you an edge over the zombies. And as long as you kind of just keep moving around, it's going to be really difficult for these spider zombies and the cops to hit you. As you can see, that running gun coming in clutch here, allowing me to move around and reload and still manage to maintain my composure. Contact grenades, just showing. You have to be really careful of these, though, not to hit yourself. You know, I'm at 50, so I'm just gonna, you know, take a minute, breathe. Don't freak out, staying calm. Zone out the cop. Hit him a few times, maybe so he'll explode. You don't need to kill cops, you just gotta injure them enough that they want to kill themselves. Or just killing them works too. Really basic base. Again, you know, if I had any mobility taken away, they'd be able to catch up to me no problem. Whoops. Or if I miss jump 50 times. Also. Maybe I'd be a little wasteful with these, but better safe than sorry, right? This is your exploding arrow replacement, but if you had exploding arrows again, like I said before. These types of items are just giving you a lot for a little. You know what I mean? Ooh, hello. Like, optimizations I'd make to this base would be like a longer staircase. I wouldn't have turned them so early because, like, I don't have a nice to kill tunnel. Kill lane, sorry. And I would have maybe made some off structures, like some 2x2. Whoopsies. They might get the drop on me here. Whew. Take a breath, no problem. Oh, never mind. It is a problem now. Like a bunch of these little squares right here would have been perfect for me to hop in between, like in my first Horde night on the beginner coaching series. But yeah, like, I know you said armor and stuff. What's the best armor? The best armor is going to be, like, in my opinion, light or some medium maybe with the medium perks buffed out. But yeah, you know, I just value the mobility. And if this is like, I'm sorry if this is an unreasonable like loot to get by this game stage. I just feel like at 112 hours, this should be attainable for most people. And this is kind of like a mix and match too. And I'm just trying to show a bunch of different items that kind of all achieve the same thing. And again, this is why I value the perception purse so much as well, because like I feel like you level up explosives, you're getting a lot for a little. I'm being very wasteful with my shots here too. Again, though, it's high risk, though, because if one arrow hits the ground beneath me, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Even without armor piercing, like the normal sniper rifle is just going to still hit him really hard in the head because of that 40% damage boost, too. Like, this isn't like a dead gun if I don't have armor piercing, is what I mean. Because, like, you can hold them back pretty well. Just by limiting the movement. Limiting how many can come at you at a time. It's very nerve-wracking. That was that switch shooting I was kind of telling you about. Right now, actually, it would be a good time to reload all the bows. You know, or you can just sit here and just, like, let them have it with these grenades. Hit them on the big platform. Hit them on the little staircase there. Whites don't seem to care about that, though, I guess. Like, I guess a good tip, too, is, like, how you fight hordes is, like, always having weapons up. Like, reloading is allowing them to progress at you. So however you can manage that, is it 1 AK, is it 5 AKs, is it extended mags and everything, is it sniper rifles, is it, like, a shoot ton of grenades? Oh my god, missing so many shots. Yeah, I'm trying to think of commentary to do at the same time I'm talking about this, but this is kind of unnecessary too. I feel like a lot of people don't need to watch a lot of this, but you kind of get the gist. You know, you can camp, you can move around, drop off, get your breath, reload, get up in their face, be obnoxious like I am. And this is kind of a minimalist base too. Like, this is not a good base. I just wanted to prove that. I just wanted to show the concept, like, because I'm not like putting in the 112 hours to really talk about it. I guess I just wanted to make sure that it was like a doable. You know what I mean? I was like, sky's the limit here. It's all about what you can really get your hands on. Just for good measure. Oops. I don't know if anyone was there. I just want to hit him with it. I should have made this more accessible from the bottom there, too. This is fun. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Ah! Woo! Oops. Oh no, buddy! Uh-oh. Out of armor pen. Oh my god, right under your legs. Whew. And that's kind of it, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of my take for you, buddy. If you liked it, like the video. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry. Dislike the video. If anything, that was fun for me, I guess. I don't know. Like, yeah, you can spray too. I mean, like spraying, I feel like It's perfectly viable. Especially it's a lot more accessible. It's just you got to play a little bit differently. I don't know. I just like getting the most for the least. Yeah, a little for a lot for a little, sorry. And that's kind of what these types of strategies employ here. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck, buddy? Okay, cool. So there you go. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was cool. It was hopefully, you know, pretty piece of good content, I guess. I don't know. Catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully I can, hopefully y'all still here when I come back. Peace out.